anime is the most dangerous it's ever been. There are over 10,000 anime cons in the United States alone every single year, and over 1 million anime girl cutouts with their cleavage out in each of those anime conventions. That is over 10 billion anime girl cutouts every single year, and that's also almost 30 cutouts per capita. And that's not even considering that a lot of Americans don't want anime girl cutouts. Where are all these extra anime cutouts going? How can I get a hold of them? How do I them? Those are some of the hard-hitting questions we're going to be touching on today. We'll be touching on a lot of hard-hitting things today. Somewhat unrelated to this intro, today we'll be talking about why anime girls are scientifically attractive. Hi, I'm Suzy Leung. I'm an anime girl and comedian, and today we're going to talk about why it makes sense that you're attracted to me.
Nope.
But for real, have you ever heard the phrase, "You're a cringe baka for liking anime girls"? You probably haven't, but you're probably a little bit attracted to anime girls if you're here. So let's talk about why your attraction actually makes scientific sense. The perfect, delicate complexion of anime girls should make you want to bite your knuckles and tear up a little bit. A study by a Polish man whose name I can't say, Krzysztof Kozinski, found that the ideal waist-to-hip ratio is around 0.7. Waist-to-hip ratios are wired into our brain because it's a sign of high fertility and health. But anime girls? Well, I might have done my own research. And I found that Lucy from Fairy Tail has a 0.67 ratio, Hinata from Naruto has a 0.67 as well, and Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai has a 0.69. TLDR, their bodies make you just biologically go awooga humana humana. 2, their boobs are perfect. Which again, what the hell? So according to another study by Pawlowski, men are mostly attracted to C and D cups. But most women around the world are actually B cups. Anime girls, well, Bunny Girl Senpai is a C cup, Hinata is an E cup, and Lucy is an H cup. Which theoretically is not ideal because they're quote-unquote too big. But these anime girls have infinitely perky breasts, so it's not a problem. Honestly, this is my own explanation, but I believe it's true. Gamer guys do not eat well. You probably want some Milky. I can't give you Milky. I don't have the breast size and I don't have the baby. But in an anime world, in a hentai world where rules don't apply, anyone can give you milk. And the bigger the breasts, the more milky. And that's what makes it so magical. And that's why anime girls are honestly the only non-mothers who can be mommies. 3, there are small butts, which is not a plus, but apparently Japanese people think is a plus. So from my research, I found that a lot of Japanese people perceive larger buttocks as a sign of weight gain, when in reality, there's a higher correlation between bigger breasts and high BMI than there is between bigger butts and high BMI. Butts are very muscular. But while we see that as a downside, I specifically see that as a downside. Apparently, at least in Japan, them having smaller butts is considered attractive. Unless you're Toto or Itadori. Okay, but let's get to the personality. We know that anime girls are just honestly prettier, but why are we emotionally attached to them? Why is it that you fall in love for anime characters or even VTubers in a way that it feels stronger than the way you do for a real person? Well, a 2021 study, Mass Media as a Sexual Super Peer, shows that early exposure to fictional media can heavily influence sexual development and attraction. Basically, what that means is that whoever you liked when you were younger really shapes what you're into when you're older. So if you had a crush on, let's say, hypothetically, SpongeBob, you might be into Short Kings. And according to Addicted to Love, What is Love and Addiction and When It Should Be Treated, which is another study, first loves leave lasting impacts, creating mental templates for future attraction. So if you genuinely were obsessed with a character when you were younger, you're going to look for those traits in real humans when you're older. There's a study called Secondary Attachments and Adolescent Self-Concept by Adams, Price, and Green, which found that crushes, even on fictional characters, help teenagers form a self-concept and create preferences. Having crushes is literally a practice run of how to love. So if you have crushes on anime characters growing up, you are learning to love them. Sorry to break it to you, if you were super into tsuneres growing up, you're probably gonna end up in some very shitty relationships. But if you were into maybe the quirky side character, you might practice loving a real-life gamer girl. Whatever you're into both physically and personality-wise is what you're gonna be into for the rest of your life. And that's all on personality, really. I don't know. Let's go back to the yummy bodies of anime girls. Yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah. The cool thing about anime faces is that they're the ultimate blank canvas. They literally have intentionally generic features. Look at them. They all look the same. They have big eyes, small noses, and nice, soft smiles. There are several studies that show that people project their own ideals onto ambiguous or familiar-looking faces. So when you look at an anime girl's face, you're gonna picture what you're into. So while anime girls are shaping what you're into in the future, you're also shaping what anime girls look like to you. So if you end up having a crush in elementary school or even nowadays, you might look at an anime girl and project some features that you like about this real person. I mean, there are always debates on whether characters look Japanese or white. You're probably gonna see what you're into and what you grew up around. And the cool thing about having anime crushes is that it encourages creativity. It's a fantastic form of escapism in a way. A study called Otaku and the Struggle for Imagination in Japan argues that anime is a space for projecting ideal fantasies, where you can live in a world that is unbound by reality. When you're interacting with your anime waifu or husbando, you're living in this magical world. I'm making a video in the future about plushies, but it's a very similar dynamic. I love being an anime girl on the internet, even if people know my face. And I love playing with my plushies at night. Having an anime crush or plushies that you sleep with are a great way to stay connected with your inner child. The older we get, the more we realize that love sucks. People are mean, life is tough, but if you don't dream a little bit, if you don't cultivate that desire to dream, then life is gonna suck harder. Yeah, escapism can suck, but escapism is also a healthy way to keep yourself sane. And remember that sometimes fantastical things do happen. So basically, anime girls are built to be emotionally and physically perfect. You're not a cringe baka for wanting to smang them. It's normal for you to sleep with your body pillow. Honestly, it's more normal for you to be into anime girls than real girls. And unfortunately, the scary thing is, once AI catches up, I honestly can't tell you why I wouldn't date an AI over a real person. This is gonna get more complicated, but for now, just be satisfied that you are normal and it's fine to be attracted to anime girls. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me, if you have your own thoughts. I could be off the mark here. Maybe anime girls suck and you should hate them. Let me know what you guys think and please subscribe. It's a new channel. I'm excited to be doing a lot of different kinds of videos, music, reacts, original video essays. So subscribe and give me your suggestions of what I should do next. Oh, and check out my shows. I do stand up. Go watch me. Yay. Bye-bye.